This conflict's crushed the very soul of the country. It's a tragedy. Let's break it down.
Well, I agree with the president 100%. Ilhan Omar is a walking example of everything that is wrong with our legal immigration policy. We imported tens of thousands of people who hate America, add no value to it, rob and steal from us, and we're supposed to be okay with it. I don't think Ilhan Omar should be expelled from Congress. I think she should be expelled from the United States, and that's something that I'm working on. But what prompted me to take this position is she decided to send around fundraising emails saying I should be expelled from Congress. Well, if that's her view, she should go for it. And so what I've said is if I'm going to try to expel her, it won't be in a fundraising email. She'll deal with it on the floor of the U.S. House of Representatives.
The political floor in D.C. just fell out from under us, and you can feel the shockwaves from the Florida coast all the way to the Twin Cities. We're looking at Representative Randy Fine, a guy who built his brand on being the Hebrew hammer, and he's just thrown down a gauntlet that's practically nuclear. During a recent sit-down on Newsmax, Fine didn't just play the usual political games. He laid out a literal blueprint to gut what he's calling a massive hole in our national security. We're not talking about some slap-on-the-wrist censure or getting kicked off a committee. Fine is swinging for the fences. He's calling for the total stripping of Ilhan Omar's seat, her citizenship, and her right to even stay on U.S. soil. The bad blood between these two has been simmering for months, but it's officially hit a flashpoint. Fine's logic? He says the standard rules are broken, and the only way to fix the halls of power is to physically remove the people he considers a threat. It's not just a debate anymore. It's a raw, ugly fight over who actually counts as American. To get why this is getting so toxic, you've got to look back at July 2025. That's when the gloves really came off. Fine started dropping truth bombs, or at least his version of them, accusing Omar of being a walking, talking ethical disaster with ties to foreign interests that want us dead. He basically called her presence in the Capitol a slap in the face to every citizen. But don't think Omar just took it on the chin. She hit back hard, launching a massive fundraising blitz specifically designed to end Fine's career and get him booted from the House. That move? It backfired. Instead of scaring him off, it just turned Fine into a man on a mission. He's now using those very efforts to remove him as the ultimate excuse to demand her irreversible exit. He's digging up every past controversy and every critical tweet she's ever sent about our allies, using it all as proof that the whole system for letting people in has failed, and he thinks the only fix is to lock the door behind her. So, how does a congressman actually try to pull this off? How do you just neutralize a colleague's citizenship? Fine's plan is a legal cage match. He's going after the fine print of how Omar got into the country in the first place, claiming the whole foundation was built on lies. It's a massive, high-stakes gamble that moves the fight from the House floor straight into the federal courts. His critics are screaming that this sets a terrifying precedent for anyone who wasn't born here, while his base sees it as a long overdue cleanup operation. Fine is betting the farm on the idea that you're sick and tired of leaders who seem to hate the country they're supposed to serve. He's positioning himself as the tip of the spear for a new movement, one that says if you try to tear down the house from the inside, you lose your key to the front door. The stakes? They couldn't be higher. This isn't just about one seat in Minnesota anymore. It's about rewriting the rules of what it means to be a citizen. The fallout? It's been a total firestorm. On one side, you've got the D.C. establishment and the Dems calling Fine's play a systemic failure of decency, accusing him of basically lighting a match in a gas station. They're saying if you can target a naturalized citizen like this, no immigrant is safe. On the flip side, there's a growing wave of Americans who are hailing Fine as a hero. They see someone finally willing to do the dirty work to protect traditional values from what they view as radicalism. The internet is losing its mind over this, with people on both sides screaming for House leadership to pick a side. Whether Fine actually wins this legal war or not, he's already won the narrative. He's forced everyone to talk about something that used to be unthinkable, stripping a sitting rep of their citizenship. As we barrel toward the 2026 midterms, this isn't just a headline, it's the ultimate litmus test. The question isn't just about Omar or Fine, it's about where you stand on the survival of the republic itself.
This report is complete, but the fight is just beginning. Subscribe now to stand with us.